The latest patch 1.12 in WWE 2K23, it's given us a little bit more than what was initially revealed. The original patch notes gave us like a really short, concise list of what was fixed and added in the game. But the fine 2K community has done the digging. We've gone around and we found out all the different things that have been added and updated and that are hidden, and now they're in there in the game. You can download it right now. The first thing that we were going to look at is going to be KOD number 2. We have a brand new KOD animation for you for Bianca Belair. To get this, go over to Creations and Moveset, select Bianca Belair if you want, and if you go over to the tab for Downloaded, you're going to scroll down till you see KOD 2, and you're going to be able to add this. When you use this move as Bianca Belair, for example, the animation is virtually the same. The difference here is that you have the option to select pin, and you will get the prompt that does pop up for it. It's a nice little addition. There's about 50 new moves that are also included with the latest patch. Some folks that I've seen have reported that they can't get KOD number 2, it's not showing up for them. Just double check under the downloaded list if it is there, comment below if it still isn't for you. Now, sticking with moves, Brian Williams over at 2K did an interview about a month ago where he did talk about this latest patch and that fans should expect to see a brand new move, a new animation, something brand new that they have not tried before. So the patch dropped and we had no idea what it was. 2K did go out and officially reveal this on their Twitter. But as we played around, some of the community members also pointed this out too. We found out that the new move is actually Northern Lights Fisherman Neckbreaker. To locate this, it is under the downloaded section. This is a move for Tony D'Angelo in the upcoming DLC that's going to drop as of today when we record this. This can be set as a finisher, as just a front grapple, whatever you want, which is great. At first glance, I thought, okay, it's a fisherman suplex, who cares? But they have done something very interesting here that they're probably going to be using for future games. With this move animation, as they grapple and they go for the fisherman suplex, you will see the prompt show up on screen for you, and if on Xbox, I had to select B. If you do nothing, they do the Northern Lights suplex. If you select the prompt in time, you will do the full animation and you still get the option to do a pin. And this is really interesting because this is something that they're likely to implement going forward in the future games like 2K24. Comment below though, what do you think they will do with this sequence, with this option? What moves do you think that they will turn this into? Because you're getting multiple options within one move. Being able to do just the first half and then end it, being able to do it into the sequence, and then finishing it with the optional pin. I wonder if they're gonna start giving us way more of this with pin options, being able to do it with just a flick of the stick. If it's a larger move like a power bomb, or we've seen the KOD getting updated with the finisher option, along with this new animation for the Northern Lights Fisherman Neckbreaker, it'll be interesting to see what 2K does with this and how this could help almost the flow of matches when you are going move to move and sequence to sequence. Now this new one comes over from my friend Donovan, who's a fantastic creator, and he found this new flying forearm, looks to be assigned to Ivy Nile, but it looks awesome when you use it with AJ Styles. So on the move side, we're getting more and more. Like I said, this patch gave us around 50 new moves that are included. The amount of moves that they're adding in every single patch seems to be increasing. I think this attributes to Brian Williams himself, only because he has been somebody with 2K franchise in previous years that really does like moves. He has said it himself. He loves the move packs. He loves that type of stuff for players. And so this helps, I think, with your roster. It helps to keep the moves fresh, but we also have more hidden stuff that has been found in the game. Coming over from the world's finest, iWorld's finest over on Twitter, they mentioned this. 2K23's a new stable has been added titled Viking Warriors Trio, which now features Valhalla. Valhalla is scheduled to come out in the Revel with Wyatt pack. That comes out July 19th, and so they're already setting up the stable for this, which is great. I wonder though if it's going to be a problem like they've done with Hit Row, where they had BFAB in there at the beginning, then they patched it, and then she was removed. Hopefully that just acts as a trios and it doesn't get all wonky and weird, but it does mean that we are going to be getting new Viking Raiders Trios motion that's going to be in the game with the next patch and with the next DLC. The next one is interesting. Also coming over from World's Finest, brand new slots have been added for 2021 versions of Zelina Vega, Raquel Gonzalez, and Raul Mendoza. World's Finest thinks that they're adding some sort of name changes pack, potentially, maybe, we done? No, probably not. But there is some hope here. Some of you in the comments might be saying, Matt, it's my faction. Yes, very possible. It's just a My Faction thing. But we are seeing the slots here with the name changes. This has me very hopeful that they are going to give us a 2021 version of Zelina Vega. I wonder if they'll grab the model from like 2K20. I hope not, but they could do that. They clearly have her motion and everything. I wonder if they'll just give us brand new Zelina Vega in the game. She dropped the Queen Zelina gimmick way long ago, and so this would be refreshing. I'm not too sure what they would do with Raul and Raquel. That leads me to believe that it might lean towards My Faction. Speaking of My Faction, there was reports online yesterday that Stardust, who was previously, like last month, kind of confirmed that he was in the files, and it looked to be that he was going to be for My Faction. Now looks like he has been removed completely. This could just be them trying to save it for later. They'll repost it at the next patch update. We don't know for sure, but I would really hope that it'd be playable in the game. Now, sticking with more hidden updates, we do have this from World's Finest as well, which is going to be a hidden 2010 version of The Miz, which was added into the latest patch. I spoke to World's Finest directly and said, hey, what do you think? You could get this in the game? They said stay tuned because we might be able to get a little workaround here. So make sure that you're following World's Finest online community creations because they'll have all the downloads there if you need that, as well as what's the status, which we'll talk about in just a minute. World's Finest also was able to find a hidden 2015 version of Seth Rollins that was added into the patch. Unfortunately, this is like content damage. I asked specifically about this because I wanted this one, and they said no, there's nothing you can do regarding this Seth Rollins. So it looks like this is probably going to end up being a My Faction piece. And likewise with Alexa Bliss 20 model. This had been in community creations and it had been removed and it was content damage and we couldn't do anything. Word going around online is that now we could get it. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. I know that World's Finest tried to post it. I tried to download it and I got the content damage error message that popped up on screen. So as of right now, there's no way to get Alexa Bliss 20 in the game, which is unfortunate. Hopefully there's some way to work around this, or in the next patch it will be available. Now we're not done yet, not now. Remember last month we discovered the inclusion of tired finishers? Do a big move and then they're gonna fall down afterwards. I did a little bit of testing myself to see if anything else had changed. Turns out they did a little bit more. Shawn Michaels' Sweet Chin music animation does the tired finisher, which we knew from the last patch. But now they have gone and updated it so that when he's tuning up the band, he can do the corner Sweet Chin music and he will fall to the ground as long as his stamina is obviously at its lowest. This is great. This is exactly what I wanted with this HBK animation. The other one, which is like my most favorite, is going to be the pedigree. Do the pedigree to anybody, the standard one, and Triple H will fall over because he's exhausted. As of right now, I haven't been able to really find anything else that is going to give us the tired finisher motion. Do me a favor, comment below if you found anything else, any other moves that work with this. While you're down there, hit subscribe and leave a like because that helps us out a lot. We're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers this summer. And another small update that we did get was going to be with Solo Sikoa. Solo's music is the same, his entrance motion is the same. What they have done is they have simply gone in and they've added more of the laser beams to his entrance, which wasn't there before. Everyone loves lasers. Okay, now let's talk about hidden downloads you can get in the game. Since this patch came out, a lot of different creators have been posting different downloads that are usually like they're tied to My Faction, and we got another batch of them for you here today. These ones that I'm posting are coming from What's the Status. They're the ones that I downloaded. First, we have Carmella. This is going to be Carmella 2018. This is a hidden model, so it's not available in the game. This is set already as just an alt attire for the in-game version of her. These ones by Status are great because they've also given you a custom portrait image to go along with it, so you don't have to go and download anything else. Search using the hashtag MellaHidden, and it's available on all platforms. The next one that we have posted by Status is going to be Nikki ASH 2021. This is a Money in the Bank hidden model. My gut is telling me that with Money in the Bank right around the corner, that we are going to get a My Faction pack that's going to be available, and that's why we're seeing these different models popping up. If you like Nikki ASH and you want the blue attire, here you go. You got it with her Money in the Bank cash-in look. All the commentary is there. It is an alt for the in-game version of her, and again, custom portrait with this download. The hashtag that you want to use for this is going to be Nikki21 hidden to be able to find it. And another Money in the Bank model is going to be Kane 2010. Two attires here for Kane. You got like his lighter black, like gray charcoal looking pants, and then his more traditional one. You get the custom portrait for Kane. It's his 2004 attire plus his 2010 attire that are given here. And the hashtag is going to be Kane 10 hidden. And once again, coming in from status, this is Big E 2021 Money in the Bank hidden model, available with custom portrait. All the commentary, everything is Big E. It's set as an alt for in-game Big E. You get his Money in the Bank 2021 attire and his SmackDown 2017 attire. This is a collaboration with Legit Attire to put this together. It looks great. Search using the hashtag Big E hidden to be able to find this. Then we got a really great Dolph Ziggler, a throwback to 2013 Money in the Bank. The hashtag is Ziggler13 hidden. You can also search with what's the status as a hashtag if that works. You get his Money in the Bank cash-in attire, plus his blue attire is there too. And one of my favorite things was Dolph Ziggler cashing in Money in the Bank against Alberto Del Rio. One of the best highlights ever. And the last one is a nice big surprise for you. It is Uncle Howdy, coming from What's the Status, who put all of this together. This is a custom creation of Uncle Howdy. This is not the model. However, we are now confirming that we are getting Uncle Howdy with the Revel with Wyatt pack that's coming out in July. We say that because the hidden Uncle Howdy entrance motion is here on screen. The Uncle Howdy victory motion is included too, and you are getting Uncle Howdy's moveset too. Because this is a full custom hidden download situation, you have to put a title belt on this Uncle Howdy model in order to get the entrance to work. Don't put a title belt on him, he comes out with Bray Wyatt's entrance. And there's also hidden commentary for Uncle Howdy too. This is exciting because if you are a Bray Wyatt fan, you know that you're getting him in the next DLC. Now it looks like we are going to get Uncle Howdy in there too as a bonus. So this would align with what the devs talked about, where we're going to get more stars added in for the game for free, so that they should have been there in the first place. We didn't get anybody for this round of DLC, but we did get all of these hidden downloads from the community, which is great. I'd still hold out hope for the likes of Tegan Knox, Bronson Reed, potential, like World's Finest has mentioned, of Zelina Vega, giving us an early 2021 model, now with Uncle Howdy in there. And for those that are big fans, holding out hope that The Fiend is not locked behind my faction. We'll see. But if you want to know what's going on with the latest patch and what was all in there, you got 5 minutes, click this video right here because I give you the full patch breakdown, all that good stuff. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.